What's going on, guys? We're back with another episode with the Anaheim Ducks here in NHL 20, and we will not be doing an episode with gameplay today only because I'm still on my trial as I record this, and I'm under an hour I think left of my trial, so I don't want to waste any simming opportunities and midway through the game just die out. So we're going to jump into the simming. I have some ideas for a trade. I did some pre-scouting when it comes to Cam Fowler and Adam Henrique. I want to see how the first month and a half plays out before I make these trades. Essentially, pending how Ottawa sims, I've seen them sim actually pretty well, decently in the sims. If they're simming pretty well, Fowler would go to Ottawa in exchange for San Jose's first-round draft pick, and we have to pick up Marian Gaborik as well to even the trade out. And the other trade I had lined up was Henrique and a 6th and a 7th going to Calgary for a first of this year's draft, and Mark Jankowski, I believe. Grulo's not; he's given enough opportunities. We need veteran presence on the team. So 100% I think we could get some more. But we are going to persuade him just a bit. I don't agree fully, but I honestly think that we're fine right now. We don't need any other veterans on this team. So we'll wait to pull the trigger on that one. Sorry guys, I am still not feeling 100%, so I'm still able to make the video, just I sound like garbage. So Max Jones comes out, Del Zotto in, and then Del Zotto goes back out, so Jones will play defense, I guess. I'm fine with that. So we're 10-9-1 to start what we're going. We'll just sim up to the first game in December and just go from there. So I actually did do just a fake sim, just seeing how this works out. Getzlaf's back, which is great. I didn't know he was out. Essentially what I noticed when I did the first sim, just for the hell of it, Anaheim, at one point we were 12 games above 500 leading the division, and then by the draft the trade deadline, we were 2 games below 500. So this team will not 100% sim properly or sim with a winning way, so that's fine for my likings, just because, like I said, we're going to blow this team up, start from fresh, and get a lot of assets back for our players. And by a lot of assets, we're going to try and get some draft picks, and we're going to try and get some prospects as well. This team could use a couple defensive prospects and some forward prospects. So we're 1 point off the bottom of the division, and Ottawa's right now sitting dead last, with San Jose sitting 3rd. So we're going to try it out again. It's just essentially what this trade is for us is we get... Actually, I feel bad about that then. That's technically not realistic. Try another Eastern Conference team that's doing decently. Just trying to think of a team. They got too many defensemen. Let's go. No. Just trying to think of what team could use a defenseman. Try the Rangers actually. See what they could do for us. I feel like a first and for Fowler straight up is not going to cut it. Just because I think that their verse is way too more valuable, and they'd be over the max cap. Yeah, so no. But why not the Islanders though? So they would give us a first back, obviously, but then I don't think they'd be able to give us a first straight up. Yeah, no. So what if I turn that around on them, get some defensive prospects back? So the first one would be see if we can get Noah Dobson back, and I don't know about Dobson actually. Why don't we get some scouting done on Dobson, come back in a week or so, then we'll take a look at the Fowler trade then, and we could try and get it. I know they're one of their top defensive prospects, and giving up Cam Fowler seems not 100% realistic, but it helps us. It's a video game, and I'm not giving up this guy. As much as any team wants to budge, I will not be giving up Grulo. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. If I don't know, just let me know in the comments. So right there, we went from second last to a wild card spot. So let's take a look and see if Dobson is fully scouted. Like I said, not realistic, but whatever. So he's a 71 overall, sitting in I cannot say that. I know the team, the Huskies, but Noranda, I believe. I can't pronounce it, guys. I'm sorry. So if you're from there watching this, I apologize. So pretty much be Fowler for Dobson straight up. See if I can get a pick off them, like a 6 or something. Like a 5th, maybe. Trade rejected. Straight up. Trade rejected. So nobody wants to take Fowler on that one. Montreal. Can I get a first for Montreal from him? Yes, I could. And then Montreal needs to give me something back. Is it this more than 45 skaters? So I'm just going to take a defenseman back. Try and push it. Maybe take Falline back. Christian Falline in the first for Cam Powell. Let's see. Trade rejected. I have another defensive idea. Mike Riley. Let's see if that one goes through. Trade rejected as well. So Fowler's deal might not go through as I want, and I do not want to take Karl Alzner back, but we have time to rebuild. I can take a bad contract again. So let's see if this goes straight through. Trade accept. Like I know that would, of course, that would happen. So Cam Fowler for a first and Karl Alzner. Obviously not the one I had in mind, but I mean, we got a first back, so we have 2 firsts now sitting for this draft this year, which is not 100% terrible. And then, like I said, I could able to get a first for Henrique. That'd be even better. Like I said, I want to get prospects back, but if I can get picks as well, I'm not going to say no. Get a couple firsts in there, get some top prospects, especially with if we finish with the top draft, like a lottery pick in the top 5. A lot of guys we could go after, like we just talked about in the last video. We could talk about we can go about Lafreniere, we can go for Byfield, Perfetti, and we're just gonna get the best roster going here right now. A lot of injuries again. Same thing happened when I did it before. Yeah, so Byfield, Perfetti, even Lucas Raymond is another one. A lot of guys we could take a look at. We are being scored on way too often. I believe that our team is being scored on way too often. I must agree. It's good you agree we need to upgrade to our defense. I'm going to persuade him. Nothing I want to go right now. Oh, phew. Okay, he agreed with us on that one, guys. So still working on learning the coach interview. I kind of get it, but so essentially he's agreeing with us that we don't have to talk about the scoring right there. 9-1 loss right after we said, oh yeah, don't worry about our defense. So, sorry. Yeah, so I want to get a top 5 pick no matter what in this draft. Whether that's considered our lack of scoring, of course. I believe after 42 games, we better look at our goal production. We need to address this ASAP. I need more time. Alright, thank you. At least you understand. About this, obviously, I'm not going out to get goal scoring when I want to be losing. Not tanking, losing. And if we're going to play as a 500 team, that's not going to help us with getting a top draft pick. Mind you though, this is EA and this could be anything when it comes to drafting, because you can finish 15th and get the first overall pick, no problem. But we're winning obviously 22, 21, and 3. But we keep dropping games right there. As you see, we're taking the All-Star break, a long break right there for us. Carter Rowney's back once again, just letting it all rot. Yeah, right there. And he's upset I broke my promise about what? Oh, what do you have to say? Persuade. Honestly, like I said, I'm pretty sure I talked about it in the first video. We talked about this guy, Trenton Persinger, as a coach. He probably will not be here for long, only because of his teaching, and I forgot the other one, coach influence was not as great. I believe I said I could get a better guy come someone being fired or something. So we're 22, 23, and 5. We can now look into the Henrique trade. So it was with Calgary, but I don't want to essentially make a deal within the inside the division. Sorry. So we'll try outside of the division. Henrique has a nice big contract of 5.85 for 5 years. So hopefully one team will eat that for us. If we can't find a suitor, though, I have no problem going back and calling up Calgary and getting that deal done. So just trying to look for a team that would want to take him. A lot of teams not above 500. Toronto wants anybody and everybody, of course. Vancouver, no. Vegas, no. A lot of teams actually very sluggish. I'll just go with Calgary. They can bolster their lineup a bit. So first back, and I probably could get something better than Jankowski this time around. So why don't we go for Sam Bennett? 80 at 23, he can still grow, and I think he still has a chance in real life. Trade accepted, obviously. But right there, so we get another pick right there for our team. So we have 3 first-round picks this year. 2 of them probably going to be low 20s, and then some. So we'll add Jakob Silfverberg now to this list, and we will also add. Who can I also add? Why don't we? I don't want to do this for say, but why don't we put Raquel on just to see what happens? I obviously don't want to make a trade with Raquel right away. I don't want to make a trade with Raquel probably at all. But we'll see if teams bite, and if they want to give us like a pick and an A-level prospect, I'll take it. No problem. And Sam Bennett, welcome to the team. By the way, you're out with concussion to start off. And Kessler out. Sam Bennett's back. And this is where we're probably going to start seeing us lose a couple more games, which will help us towards finishing more bottom. So Josh Manson in a 4th to Edmonton for Cassian, a 2nd and a 2nd. I'm going to say no, only for the fact that I'm not getting a defenseman back. I want a defenseman, not a forward. So Detroit's getting Sammy Vatanen, and New Jersey gets Jimmy Howard, 3rd and a 4th. So bizarre trade. Minnesota gets Mikael Granlund back for a 1st, Belapito and Jones. So odd trade there, that considering he got traded last year to them and now he's back. Whatever. Not my team, not my problem. So Philly trades Riley Smith and Nick Holden for Morgan Frost and Shushko. Morgan Frost, a big one right there. Troy Terry back. I must say though, Jakob Silfverberg, I'm not giving you to San Jose. Why would I do that? San Jose, you gotta blow me out of the water if you want Silfverberg. I'm not giving you him just because. Where was I going? Oh, the trades. So when the trades pop up, I love the new. I love this right here. So like you see the trade, and Sammy Vatanen gets traded again for a 1st and Zach Hyman and a 3rd going back to Toronto. I just like how they throw that in there. To Calgary, Jason Demers and Bo Bennett. To Arizona, Jacob Peltier and a 6th. I should have tried and got Peltier in that deal instead. Philly's getting Christopher Tanev and Tim Schaller for a 1st and 2 prospects. Hampus Lindholm back for us. Any more trades coming in the way of big ones? Colorado gets Cal Foot and a 4th for Nieto and 2/3. And no other trades to announce. We're 29, 29, and 5. Sad part is I think that's almost good for a playoff spot compared to the Oilers, who are 51 points out with 51 points. So if we start losing at least, then I know for a fact that we're not going to get a playoff spot. Why don't we take a look at the trade finder? I love this thing. I'll just take a look at some of the players we put out there. So why don't we go first? Raquel. What would teams be willing to offer? 2 seconds and Craig Smith, and that's the only one apparently Nashville's willing to offer. I'm going to say no. That's not happening. Hampus Lindholm, I just felt like putting it out there. Josh Manson. Edmonton still wants to go there. 2 seconds and Cassian. Vegas 2 seconds and Cody Eakin. I want a defenseman back. I could take a look at these two teams, but both teams are not playoff teams, so I don't feel the need to screw them 100% over. Silverberg's another one. He should get something. Okay, so a third and a fourth in Tyler Toffoli. I just want to take a look at this trade here quickly. I just want to see how old Toffoli is, because that'd be an interesting trade there. So Toffoli's 27, so not 100% what I want in return, but so Toffoli's an option. I'm not 100% going in on Toffoli. It's not the prospect I want, but it's getting Silverberg off it for us. Craig Smith, nope. Nikita Zaitsev and 2 fourths going back to Ottawa, or to us, for Jakob Silverberg to go back to Ottawa. No. Pajot in a third and a fourth. No. And 2 seconds, a second and a third. So really nothing right there. Anything else, Drew Shore? Anything interested for Drew Shore? 10 offers. So Devontae Smith probably would be 1. He comes back. Cassian again. Drew Shore actually gets a lot of value, so we could look into Drew Shore, Tyler Toffoli. That would be a better upgrade in my opinion, Drew Shore and Tyler Toffoli. Ferk, Rask, Craig Smith, Pajot. So I wouldn't be 100%. I would be 100% to go through the Drew Shore for Tyler Toffoli, a 4th and the 7th, only because that gives us extra scoring, especially because our coach wants it. I don't think there's anything else. Goaltenders, no one wants like a backup. Not really. It'd be the sake just for making a trade essentially. So we could look into the Drew Shore trade. I want to look into quickly other teams and see what they are offering for prospects on the trade block. So far, not much in the way of prospects, which is 100% okay. A lot of guys here in Colorado. Same thing in Pierre-Luc Dubois and Zach Werenski. Technically, one of them has a contract in real life. They do have extension salaries. I don't know why they're on the block. Can I even... Yeah, no trade found. Zach Werenski, no. Okay, so I just wanted to see that one out, guys. I didn't expect that one to happen whatsoever. Just looking here, I don't think there's many prospects out at all for any teams offering out. Actually, Florida would be an interesting one only because I like Owen Tippett. I want to see, did we get anything for Tippett? Apparently not. I would like a Tippett. I would like a Tippett. I am 100% out, guys, apparently. I would love to add Tippett for the future just because he has good value, and then now they don't want to offer things fully, whatever. Kovanov, no. Yossi Johansson. Do you guys have extensions too? No extensions, but I'm not 100 going out for all that. No. Magnus Payarvy's back in Ottawa. All right. Just not much really in the way of prospects that I could that jump out to me. Box one maybe. Dominic Bach. No trades found, of course. Liljegren. Can I get something for Liljegren? Of course not. So not much in the way of prospects, guys. Alexiev? No. Johansson? No. Of course not. So that's where we stand, guys. Niku, yeah, so not many prospects out there. But we do have options when it comes to trades. So let me know down in the comments section, guys, what we should do when it comes to the trade deadline. Should we do the Drew Shore for Tyler Toffoli and 2 picks trade? Or should we trade Silverberg instead? If we were to get Tyler Toffoli, I just want to show you what it would look like. I'd probably put Toffoli down on the 3rd line, move Sprong down, and then Bennett, or put Shore here. It would all come together once I see it, guys. But essentially, Tyler Toffoli would be up to the 2nd, not the 3rd line. And yeah, I guess really that's it. Who's also Sam Steele? Who's our bottom center? Derek Grant. Okay, we're going to put Sam Steele in for Derek Grant only because we can get Sam Steele growing. Steele is listed as a top 6. I could see him growing a bit more. Comtois as well, I'm hoping grows. When it goes to the minor leagues, is there anyone I can remember? Troy Terry. So he's a 77 overall, guys. 4th line potential. We can also look up to bringing him. Max Jones, not yet. We don't know why he was on that team right start off. We're going to move him up there to help out. He's +1 better anyway up there. Josh Mahura, he's still listed as a top minor league top 2, so we'll leave that. Nope, I'm talking about Silev. Ottawa Senators right there, ruining certain someone's career. And I don't think there's anyone else, unless I just check not the minors, the junior. So in the system, I don't think there is anything else when it comes to players. There's Benoit Olivier Gulo, he's still 69. Yeah, there's not many other guys who stand out. Alright, so that's it for me, guys. So we trade away Fowler, we trade away Henrique, we bring in Bennett, Alsner, 2 firsts to our organization. We also can now bring in Tyler Toffoli with the possibility, and we can look into making another deal. I'll do some scouting as well. But for now, guys, you drop in the comments below what you think. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we'll be back next with the trade deadline, and we'll play against Edmonton moving forward. So enjoy, guys, and happy NHL 20 launch day.